Welcome to this episode of Raiders Latest, and we got our coach in pads. Raider Nation is up in a uproar. They are mad, they are angry, but I'm happy. I said last week and the week before, I'm like, get a vet, get Flacco, get somebody like Kirk Cousins, and we did. It's a coach wearing pads. He's going to take all that beating, all that early pressure, and allow Mendoza to lead at the middle of the season. That is the best case scenario. Sit back, watch. The crash out is wild. It is not the same as Gardner Minshew. It is not the same as Geno Smith. It is not the same as sexy Jimmy G. They started and were slotted to be here for multiple years. We know Kirk Cousins is getting cut next year. He signed pretty much a 2-year deal to play 1 year. He gets 1.3 this year, $10 million next year, and then that's it. We are going to cut him. Atlanta's still paying a salary, and he'll go be a backup somewhere. He's familiar with Kubiak. He played for Kubiak. He's familiar with our offense. He's going to be able to help Mendoza out. It is a win-win situation. He will start day one, mark my words, and Mendoza will sit back, relax, and be able to learn the X's and O's from Kirk Cousins. Now, you might think like, well, he's overrated. He never won anything. He can still break down film. That's the key of a backup quarterback, to help your teammates out, and I think that's what he'll do. And by the end of the middle of the season, Mendoza will be QB1. Now, we still got our other quarterback, AOC. AOC's done. He is done with the Raiders. He's played his last snaps with the Raiders. I would be surprised if he's on the practice squad for the entire year. I think he is trade bait. He can come in and compete with a low-level starter. He can come in and be a quality backup, but we do not need him as a backup because we have Kirk Cousins. If they hold off until the end of the season, or if they hold off and do it too early, his trade value is low. It's going to be probably a 6th or 7th round. If he's traded before the trade deadline and somebody gets hurt, I think we get a 5th for him for next year's draft. I would think that's the biggest way to collect draft picks. You saw Kubiak as well as Spytek both want to gather picks. They both want more depth, more positional players. They want guys that fit their roster. This is the way to do it. You trade him, you get rid of him. If you just want to wipe your hands clean and go draft a quarterback, trade him for a 6th or 7th, knowing you're going to go draft the quarterback in those rounds, or get a UDFA. I think it's a proper thing to do. Get rid of him. He's not going to bring anything to the table. It's just going to create controversy. People are wanting him to start. People are wanting him to take the job over Kirk Cousins. People were saying, hey, he never got his shot. Mendoza's not that much better. It is absolute idiocy. We got Kirk Cousins. We're getting Mendoza. We got quarterback 1 and 2. Our rookie is going to wait in the wake of Kirk Cousins, and he's going to screw things up. Just mark my words. He's going to screw things up. And by week 6 to 8, Mendoza is going to come out, get his first win with the Raiders, and we're not even going to be talking about AOC. He's done. He's gone. Get rid of him. Avoid the quarterback controversy. The best quote you can think of: when you have 2 quarterbacks, you have none. Get rid of him. Get rid of AOC. Call it a day. Goodbye. Nice knowing you. Good luck. You're a mid-level quarterback. I don't know what to say. Not even mid-level. You're mid-level backup. So I'm not mad about it. I want him gone. And you can kind of see that's the route we're going to go, because we did meet with a quarterback. We talked to a quarterback that we're going to probably draft. So Sawyer Robinson out of Baylor. Same kind of build as Mendoza, 6'4", 220. Quick release, kind of that West Coast style IQ quarterback. A little bit more of a gunslinger. But he is a cheap backup after we cut Kirk Cousins next year. Has the same kind of play style, quick release, short routes, West Coast. Will get the wide receivers the ball quick. So I can see us drafting him. 4th round is a little bit high for me. Hopefully he's there in the 5th or 6th, and he'll probably be a Raider next year. We do need a backup quarterback next year. So drafting one, putting him on the practice squad is not that big of a deal. Hopefully they don't get taken away like our last 2 quarterbacks we put on the practice squad. One was wide receiver, but they're both gone somewhere else. So hopefully we'll be able to get one, keep them, and kind of see what goes from there. I really want this to happen. I want AOC gone. I don't want any controversy. It's better for Mendoza to not look over his shoulder for a younger quarterback. It's going to instill confidence. He's going to go out there and compete. He's going to know, hey, I'm the number one pick. This guy was drafted to be my backup. And in 4 years, he's going to be gone. And Cousins is going to be my backup this year. That is it. That is all. That's all we need to do. We also met with the late round tackle, Travis Burt. Now, if you've ever seen this guy, he had a 9.0 on the RAS because of his size. He's not overly fast, not overly strong, not overly athletic, but his size is crazy. He's in the top 10 percentile of size without even trying. He's 6'9", like 320. He's probably too big to play tackle in the NFL. Once you get to a certain size, you have issues with quicker players, faster movements, those speed rushers, they're able to get underneath you. And especially being 6'9", you got a defensive end that's 6'2", 260, 6'3", 260, 270 coming at you. They're going to get under your pad level without even trying. So I think he's, just a backup rotational guy, something we can put in the depth piece. Like, hey, we got a backup tackle that's serviceable. We got a backup guy we can put at guard that's serviceable, maybe play a couple different positions. Hey, but we got a guy, we got him for 4 years. Just like Parham, those later round picks, those day 3 picks. Parham is the 3rd round, but those later round picks, you got them for 4 years and you got them cheap. They bring rotation, they bring special teams, and you let them walk. The big news. Now, I don't know if he met with the Raiders. He may have or may not. Lee Hunter was in Vegas. Now, if you guys don't know Lee Hunter is by now, he was a top-rated defensive tackle before that fiasco at the Combine. Horrible numbers, but his tape shows he's such a good true nose tackle on 1st and 2nd down. He would fit amazing in our system just like Caleb Banks. If McDonald's there, you're probably going to have to trade up. Lee or Banks should be there at 36. One of those guys is going to be there because one's going to get drafted, the other will probably fall. And then if McNeil's there, you got a real issue. Do you draft Banks? Do you draft Lee? Or you do draft McNeil? I think we'd go with a nose tackle. I'd say 55-45 nose tackle versus safety because we do have Paul Amal. So if they're not in love with McNeil or if Dylan doesn't fall from Oregon, I think we'll go nose tackle because it's a better fit for our defense. Now, the thing we're all waiting for, Najee. Are we waiting for Najee? Where is Najee? What's going on? Well, he's meeting today. He's meeting with the Raiders. We need him. We want him. He should be a Raider, period. 1-year deal, $2 million, maybe $1.5 million with incentives based on snaps and carries and touchdowns. If he doesn't work out, who cares? Low risk, high reward. He can get you 400 yards rushing, give Genty a break, keep him healthy. He's a better option than Laube or White could ever hope to be, and we had them on our team last year. I don't know why people are so upset about him. Yeah, he's coming off injury. That's why he's cheap. That's why he's $2 million and not 8 to 10. Because he's coming off an injury. Because he's 28. He only has a little bit left in his gas tank. So I think we sign him to a 1 to 2 year deal, maybe with a team option, maybe with some incentives, and that's it, and we draft our guy. He should sign with the Raiders. Hopefully we offer him a contract. I think we will. We are a better fit for him than Seattle. They have their primary running back. We have our primary running back. But I think he wants to play for us. Now you ask why? Because we got Kubiak. Kubiak's going to sell that team. So with that being said, I expect him to be signed in the next couple days by Seattle, by us. I hope it is us. But I want people to stop crashing out about Kirk Cousins. I saw the dumbest post. Stop crashing out about Kirk Cousins. I saw the dumbest post today that says, this shows what Spytek and Kubiak and the quarterback coach of the Raiders thought of Mendoza because they signed a backup quarterback in Kirk Cousins the day after they went and saw him. That is the dumbest, most idiotic take I've ever seen. They are getting an insurance policy on Kirk Cousins to say, oh, we saw Mendoza, so we got to go get Kirk Cousins. They aren't even in the same ballpark. Kirk Cousins is a shell of himself. That is the dumbest take. Whoever said that on air should be taking their media credentials and never be on TV again. He was signed to be an insurance policy and teach Mendoza. That's it. Like, subscribe, and share. As always, let's go Raiders. Hey, Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. Make sure you tune in. It's going to be Mailbag Monday. Going to be posting that, getting some questions for you. Love the Raiders. Can't wait for the draft. I'll be in Pittsburgh, and I will be there for camp, reporting live.